Hello, it's Solon. We're going to be looking at a bunch of 1v1s against Bishop. This is a pretty fun 1v1 map. Because on most big maps, you can just go air right away, so it's boring. But on this map, if you go air, you just die to infantry rush, so it's actually kind of interesting. Or just any sort of rush, really. No decryptions. I'm Soviet, so I kind of almost auto-win. And France can try some reactionary gameplay to take me out. Like in this circumstance, they can try to go B1 bis rush since I'm going economy and spending all my money on depots and choke here like garbage, and they have the satchel charge, so they'll actually like miss B1 bis maybe. Like yeah, look, that fucking landed nowhere near the tank. Like see, look at that one hit, but like yeah, that's like yeah, I think more B1 bis he probably could have actually pushed through and killed me. Sergeant Ear also wouldn't have been a bad idea. Like on team 2, like France can't really do shit from this spawn because it's town and forest and HQ. Like there's no open space. On team 1 though spawn, France can actually do a decentish job since like there's a lot of open ground to defend from. So and now it's airfield because I mean that's the quickest and easiest continuation. He had a pan hard. He could stop that guy. Like yeah. Maybe he's trying to just because it's game over. Because I have so much more economy in an airfield. Belgium versus Germany. I'm doing an infantry rush. Well, rush in quotation marks. Neither of us went decryption, so because like this is a rush map, decryption is kind of hard to use. So yeah, I went 3 depots and he also went 3 depots. He gets his tech out quicker for Germany. And I actually could have lost here if he kept on pushing. Like he shouldn't have stopped there. Like he should be in the town. And that makes my life really difficult. Because see, I go for the airfield since my plan is to get in the town and forest and might use my ambush advantage and resistance advantage from being in cover to stop him. And if he just kept on making infantry, he would have killed me in one. But he falls back for some reason. Even though I spent 60 supply on an airfield. Then he built an MG nest, which was like pointless. Like maybe if he went like MG nest airfield and skipped the barracks, you could do that. But yeah, there's no reason to make the MG nest strategy have infantry. And I just have a bomber out. Yeah. Soviets versus UK. Yeah, it's just this. Yeah, UK not a whole lot you can do here. I could have gone air. I decided to try to make infantry work. On the basis that I'm better at infantry, using infantry than my opponent is. I was gonna see if I can make some magic happen. Okay, so we missed something, but these dumbasses kept on going on the road instead of going straight into the town square, so they didn't actually get into the town square. So, yeah. That's bad. Barracks here. There's also barracks here.
Sir, enemy is blitzing in this sector.
And only some of this is forest, and it's like units end up coming out of the forest. Like, just kill all his units. My units are in the forest and his aren't. So at this point, my plan was to have some infantry in the forest, but didn't have a ton. Split off into this forest over here. Then he would react to that and come at me, but I would have B in the forest, so I would win the fight. And he couldn't counterattack since I would have enough units right here to ambush him. But like the AI in this game is awful, so outpost, another outpost over here too. I actually had more. Oh, because he's making the A11s on the flank. Okay, so yeah, I tried to tell them to go over here, but they decided to go on the road. So that happened. So yeah, then I just gave up since I lost too many infantry. Like my water. Italy versus France. This is Italy favored because of the infantry thing. He does double barracks for Legionnaire Rush, which is particularly potential versus Italy because of Italian tech times. I'm stupid, so I go double barracks and make a bunch of light infantry. So like I'll just get to the town first was the idea, but what I should have been, I should have said like, well, okay, give up the barracks, then just use tanks to defend the open ground and take these depots. Since he just spent all his money on legionnaires. Or just like use tanks to defend this open ground, since he can't push over it with infantry against tanks. Or H-39s nines against tanks. And I could just like get a depot and an airfield and win. Yeah, fortunately, first of the area are like medium infantry, so they have heavy grenades and medium weapons. But I actually managed to kill a bunch of his shit. Although I'm still way down. Well, yeah, I still lost a lot more infantry though. It's like, fuck. But I'm still on 2 depots against 1 depot. Make some M11s to kill the Renault. Or Hotchkiss H39. Renault. There's that other. The French had a bunch of light tanks. I think it was like the R35 or R39. I don't know. Now I'm getting heavy infantry. And I don't really need to get like. I'm still like, well, I'm a depot head. Well, now we're equal depots, but Legionnaires cost twice as much, and we have like equal tech. It's like it's still better for me to go for infantry. Then I actually heard the radio cue, but I was like, whatever, from when he played the RUSE. But yeah, then he takes my barracks, which was annoying. But again, I can still spam out light tanks, so it wasn't a huge deal, even though I should have stopped that. These guys are going to counterattack, but then I decided to pull them back. H-39s actually have a Panzer 3 damage. Top of level 2 armor. If they were 10 supply, they would actually be not totally garbage. I end up playing Fanaticism
Reporting. Unit under sustained fire.
at some point. Yeah, but these units are already backed out of sector, so I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, no, I'm winning the fight still. Plus I have reinforcements. Like have the light infantry come out and add some extra damage. And so light infantry are doing almost twice as much damage as the tanks. Since the tanks are only using their machine guns on the legionnaires, not their HE cells. So yeah, now that's done. You try to make a legionnaire. You try to make an FFL actually, but it didn't work. Even if he did recapture it, I would just recapture it again. So now I'm finally getting heavy infantry. And I get twice as many heavy infantry as you get legionnaires, so he's kind of like fucked. Like the best he could help for is to try to. Well, he can't even lock down the river because I have the M11s, and he can't hide in the town since I can just go around the town. So he's actually fucked now. I wish FFL actually have a bazooka instead of a satchel charge. Like if they had medium weapons and heavy infantry resilience, like French barracks wouldn't be awful. Yeah, and I'm just doing the standard, going to forest, and I have a Sahari on it, so. Yep. Twilight of the Gods 1v1. Germany versus UK. And the standard barracks airfield opening because I'm gonna take 3 depots instead of 1.
Sir, enemy is blitzing in this sector. Building deployment completed. A new enemy supply line has been reported, sir.
You make superiority per right away, not a bad idea. Forces me to build the fighter. Yeah, Paris starts dropping, so I build 2 light infantry. But yeah. Also a depot ahead, which is nice. So he went Spitfires right away, which is kind of weird. Since Spitfires aren't going to do anything. Like, I can strafe trucks, but I don't plan on making more trucks, really. So I can just spam out infantry, so he has worthless tech. Okay, so I tried to launch the Me-109 so I can strafe this truck. But this fucking dumbass targeted the Spitfire because RUSE is a garbage game. Now I can't do anything because for some reason ammo is like all or nothing. I can only use it for 1 fight for some reason. I guess it's to balance strafes or something. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. AFC. Vickers spam. So now artillery AA truck. Which, I mean, again, the best thing here would probably be air, but I was deciding to mess around with artillery instead. Artillery and AA. he doesn't have bombers. Yeah, I'm also just running my KFC towards the HQ because Vickers aren't gonna stop that. That's why, again, this is why I make light infantry as UK to stop the KFC from running through. He gets the hurricane out. I'm a cheeky bastard. I just dodge it. So, yep. Yep. If I hadn't bombed it, or if I hadn't dodged the shot, it'd be like, hmm. I'd probably just end up making more KFCs and do a KFC. Well, the depot near the town on his side is gonna die to artillery. So I'd probably just do KFC to kill the Vickers with heavy infantry, artillery, and AA, and just push and win in like the next 3-4 minutes if that didn't happen. So whatever. I haven't done these before, but try or not. I think maybe I'm not sure if I've done these before, but tripartite 1v1s. Might end up doing more of these. Like the sectors are super fucking weird on this map, and the defaults are also like this map is just so awkward to work with. So France versus Germany. I have no idea who's favored. It's a really big difference depending on what side you're on. Like if I was on this side, I'd be fucking fine since I have the town and the forest to protect me. Then France would not have an easy time getting through that. But I'm on this side. I'm to his left, not to his right, so that makes things complicated. Yeah, on this map so far, I think the best strat is to go. Like armor bases seem really strong on this map, even though there's so much forest. But if you put an armor base in the middle, you just try to flank them. That's my impression so far. Or maybe infantry is better, but again, I still think it's a good idea to put the barracks in the middle. I think it revolves around make control in the beginning and flanking. So he makes my light artillery, which is really bizarre. I've talked about doing like the B1 BIS light artillery push before, but like soft 40s are just gonna be better so much of the time. Like you only do this if you want AA for some reason. Like soft 40s are just better. Like I can kite B1 BIS with the Panzer IV. It's 350 range. This is also, yeah, I play Fanaticism. Your medium resilience bunkers down 4 shots to medium tanks. So yeah, I'm gonna do this by killing the depot. Wait, so these do 12 damage, level 3 armor, or have a damage modifier of 12 against level 3? These guys have a damage modifier of 10 against level 4, so they're actually pretty... Yeah, Panzer IVs are a fun medium tank. The extra 50 meter range is actually really important for a lot of things, like outranging the pillbox from Japan. About facing base AT. It's really relevant actually. Although they also cost 25, so it's like, eh. They're not good, but they have their uses. Italy versus US. Alpha M15s, since yeah, armor start. So I don't blitz these initial sectors since I want to be able to blitz mid. Also, this time I take these 3 depots instead of these ones, since these ones are really close to the enemy. So it's Sherman's 2 depot. I did go 3 depot. My 3rd depot is really far away, but I was gonna try to flank 1 in 15, but I realized nah, I'm gonna need all of them to win this. Yeah, like his Shermans are just slower. So like it right here, it's Like, yeah, because units are just too far apart, and I have like my production right here, so I'm gonna have reinforcements right away. I'm gonna have enough M15s. Why is this guy stopped? Holy shit, that's really bad. It's really bad. Yeah, so that's the slower. If I were him, I probably would have. It's a really tough call since if he waits, I'm just gonna send an M15 or. Hmm. Okay, so I probably would have built up like right here until like since I mean I have a really good idea of how many Shermans is gonna win against how many M15s. So I would probably build up around here, and every time he tries to send an M15 over here, I would just build an equivalent amount of Shermans, and it would just be a Sherman M15 build up, probably until one side decides to fight. Yep, that was the last one. Yep, that's the end of this video.